When I got this Pocket XL from Gillio, I was really excited for the leather. The rings are small, and I really thought the rings were a little bigger because I had a Pocket XL before, and the rings seemed pretty decently big. So I was just going to resell this, and I decided not to. I said, you know what? I'm just going to take the rings out. So at first I decided, man, the rings are so tightly in there. I was going to use a little card thing to like pop them off, but that did not work. So I had to take all of them apart. Well, I got to this part and I was like, oh man, I forgot. I don't know what to do. So I pulled up Kent from Oz's video, and I was able to tell that all I need to do was sorry, I'm making coffee. Was to remove the little clip up and then like press down and then it'll pop off. But I didn't realize that I could do that until I watched the movie, or the video. So I'm pulling that up on my phone, and I'm just kind of trying to find, I should have pulled up Kent from Oz, but I pulled up removing Krause videos, but of course his will come up. So I'm watching a little bit of that. Now, the reason why I wanted to do this was because I wanted to, first of all, have a D-ringed one. And I wanted to be able to use an A6 half-year Stology that I had bought. And I knew I was going to have to cut it down some. So you guys know me. I like to be, creative, and I like to do things that are outside the box. I mean, obviously de-ringing a Gillio is not outside the box, but you know what I mean. I like to use my stuff and figure out how, well, let me rephrase that. If I can't use my stuff, I like to try to figure out workarounds to how I can, use it better. So all I'm trying to do is pull up the top, and I realized that I had to watch it a few times, that I need to pull it up and then pull down. So again, his video is the most thorough, I feel, and his video is just going to really show you how to change your rings, de-ring, clean your rings if you want, because as soon as I move this out, these rings out, man, it is so dirty under there. So I am just really loving the Gillio leather. My goal, and the Vanderspec, I do like the Vanderspec leather. My goal is to really dwindle down my collection to Moterms, Gillios, Vanderspecs, and some few leather planners that I love, like the Kodiak leather makers and so forth. But I have so many covers that I've accumulated throughout the years, and I really don't like selling anymore. So there you go. You could see how dirty it is. It was like dust or powder under there. So, but yeah, once I get my collection to whatever it is I want it to be, which I'm sure it's going to be well into my 50s. No, I'm kidding. So I do realize, at first I thought, okay, I'm just going to leave that in and cover it up with paper, but I'm like, no, I can't. The little eyelets, or whatever those things are called, they're a little bit too raised. So I decided to take out the whole back plate. So clearly taking out the whole back plate will involve a little slice or dice here. And there are a couple of instances where I'm like, man, Monique, you are like not being very careful with this really sharp blade that you have, because there was a time where it could have cut my finger. So, sorry, I'm kind of drinking my coffee as well. I meant to do this voiceover the day before, but I didn't have time. So I really, really love, first of all, that interior color is like that mustard color. Oh, love it. So I cut it, finally get the back plate, and then I realized that I need to go find my book. And I think I start another video when I cut down the book, because I couldn't find it and it was going to take too long, or I don't know what I did. So I'm pulling out the back plate, in this really cute little small doodad. My daughter's giving me the laser because she's like, do you want to play with Luna with the laser? She likes to let Luna chase it and have fun with the laser. I try to tell her, don't point it in her eyes, don't do anything like that. But both animals of ours like to do it. So I told her, let me just finish my video and I'll do it. So there's the half year A6 I find that a full year works best because this little thin one is too small, really, too thin. So as you can see, there's the amount that I have to cut. The width I can totally keep. And so I'm so glad I didn't have to do that. So yeah, I'm just kind of marking where I'm going to have to cut, just, so I don't eyeball it and make it too small. Because with the Campagna, obviously you have secretarial pockets on both sides, so you're really not having like a whole bunch of secure area for the book. So I do cut down this paper at first, but this is not how it looks. I will put a picture on the thumbnail of exactly the paper I chose to cover up the little spots, and it's really small, so I like it normally to be the width of the whole area that I'm cutting. So I go and grab my cutting board, which I've had forever and I need to replace. Oh my gosh, that pink one. And I go and get my ruler, my metal ruler, and then my I think that's it. I already had the box cutter. So I used to cut down notebooks without a meta ruler. It was like a Garfield plastic ruler, and man, that was like the worst. It would always cut the ruler too. So I did Ziploc my Krause rings, so if I wanted to put them back in at some point, I could, but I highly doubt I will. If I ever put rings back in here, I will go to Vanderspec and get some of their rings, because their rings are a whole lot bigger than what comes in these Gillios. Or I don't even know if you could buy bigger pocket rings with Gillio. I'm not that sure. So I'm just marking again, like, because I can't see it because I marked on the other side where I need to cut it. I cut it out some, and if you're not wondering by now, Monique, what are you gonna do with this cute little D-ringed pocket XL? And I'm like, I don't know as of right now. I haven't even wrote in the actual Stology because it is freaking too adorable. And I also made me one of my little planner cards because I went yesterday or the day before, I forget, to get ribbon from Michaels, and so I can make my own little planner cards. So I got it in like brown neutral colors, so that like fall's coming as well. So I'm gonna be putting eyelets on every single thing that I could find. So there you go. I see that it's not all the way cut through the spine, so I just cut a little bit more. Now, obviously, the half year Stology is a whole lot easier to cut than a full year. You see me pulling it off, so it's not like my cuts are ever like seamless. So if you're ever worried, can you just cut your book, and who cares if it's not perfect? Now, if you want perfect, go to Office Depot, Staples, Office Max. They'll do it. So, yeah, that's what's going on here. And I don't know what. I think I'm talking to my friend on the phone, and like I'm just doing all kinds of stuff. So that's why I was like, this video needs some kind of a voiceover. So obviously you could see if it's perfect, and oh my gosh, it is so adorable. But again, it's very thin notebook, so it doesn't take up the whole width on the real. I'm gonna sneeze. Thank you. If you said thank you. So it doesn't take up the whole real estate of the binders. So I might get an A6 that I have laying around here and cut it. Or maybe an A6 Nanami, and cut it down. I haven't really figured it out, but if I do, of course, I will probably post it on my Instagram. So yeah, I do find ollie clips for the back, and I secure it more in the back because that's me doing my happy dance kind of. And so, yeah, I do secure it a little bit, and it's perfect. Honestly, it's perfect. I haven't seen many people's setup of this. I do have an insert with strings that I can make it a TN, but I really don't want to do that. I just want to use it as a folio style. Clearly, my sneeze caused me to have some severe issues here. I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like my whole esophagus is coming out. So thanks for watching, my friends. If you have any questions, definitely let me know. As usual, I thank you for supporting my channel and just coming along with me and doing fun things. And if you want to follow me, you can follow me at Monique Plans on Instagram, and I will show probably a whole lot more of what I do with my planners on a daily basis, because I'm a lot active on Instagram when it comes to my planners and so forth, and life. I'm also my life, not my family's or my kids' life, just my life. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting my channel. And if you have any questions, let me know.